Okay, I'm going to do one last example where I combine all three of these things together that we've just gone over. The levels, the curves, and the sharpening. And I'm going to use the image I've been doing before already. So we're going to go open. And I'm going to open that. And right away, because I'm going to make several changes especially, I'm going to do a file, save as, and put it in as a Photoshop, which will take more space, but we're going to like it in the long run. So, enhance and adjust adjust lighting. Go to levels. And I'm going to make this change real quick here. I'm going to pull in this change over here too. And do I want to do anything here? No, not. No, leave it there. I'm going to click. If I want to see my change, yep, looks good. Click OK. Going to go, and now we're going to work on the curves. And we go to adjust color curves, and we know it's backlit just slightly. So I'm going to go and make some minor adjustments in my backlighting part and see if I can make any slight improvements that I like better. And really, it did a pretty good job. I adjusted them just slightly, but that's okay, and I'm happy with that. Whoops, and I'm going to click OK. And then finally, I'm going to go to the Enhance and our Unsharp Mask to sharpen. Remember, the Unsharp Mask actually sharpens our image. So a lot of stuff happened in the hair, and the sharpening is something you really need to practice with. I mentioned that before, but certain areas sharpen well, certain don't. What you would do for a person would be different for a landscape. And later, excuse me, we're going to learn about selecting, and you can actually sharpen just selected areas. So if I go to preview, we can kind of see what happens there, and that's left over from last time. So if you're doing the same thing over and over, the nice thing about Photoshop Elements is when you pull up the preview, it's going to keep it the same from last time. Now last time I didn't have the levels or the curves applied to it, so this time I do. So it might need a little more fine-tuning, but maybe not. So I'm going to bump the percentage up just a little bit more and check my radius. And a lot of times for me, if I go all the way out and then work my way back, it's easier for me to see the change. And so I'm going to stop, I think, right about 7. And then I'm going to adjust my threshold all the way up and see what I'm noticing different. Not a whole lot. So I'm going to kind of keep that back down. So, and unclick the preview, re-click it. So really see it happening in the hair, especially up here. See it happening in the skin, under the eyes. Things are getting sharper. Watch the eyes. Unsharp without the sharpening. With the sharpening. Remember, we're using Unsharp Mask. I know it doesn't make sense. And that's really kind of what we want. And I'm going to click OK and save it. Now let's compare this to that original image that has nothing adjusted onto it. And that is this one right here. Doesn't look too bad. Get them next to each other. Huge difference. So, a lot sharper, a lot richer colors. Doesn't look as fuzzy. When we first saw this one, that didn't look too bad. So, but after some minor adjustments, you get this. And that's what I think the beauty is with digital photography, and really what you should be doing a lot with Photoshop Elements is applying these changes to make it all work well for you. So from now on, I kind of expect this stuff to happen with your images. You're going to be applying this stuff. It takes a couple minutes to do it for each image, but it's worth it in the end. So practice and have fun with this, and then I will start talking more about selective areas and adjusting layers and retouching.